Hello, hello. We are back. This is episode 8 of the StrongHer podcast, hosted by my co host, Julia Fisher, and Pat. That would be me. We are two no bullshit fitness coaches, if you don't know us. And that means that we don't do any fads or extremes. We're really focusing on realistic fitness results. And we are also the organizers of StrongHer Fitness Escapes, which is a
Bye.
retreat for women that we're organizing in Spain next year in April. And we're so excited because it's going to be April, it's going to be Spain, we're going to do fitness together, we're going to eat pizza together, we're going to drink wine together, we're going to chill next to a private pool together. So if you're looking for a fitness escape solo or with your best friend, have a look. Definitely we'll link it below. But for now, today what we're going to talk about is how fitness is something that obviously you do for yourself and for your health and for your mental health, physical health, and longevity. However, you don't have to do it by yourself, right? So do it yourself, for yourself, but not by yourself. This is our tagline for today. And what we're going to talk about is really the power of community and, our journey with that and how that helps in your fitness journey. So I will call out Julia to start with this. What is your favorite thing about community, and what was your first like fitness community, and why do you find it important?
For me, so at the moment, right, these last few years, I have to say, for me, it's always I'm a solo rider when it comes to my training. Like training with someone else is a huge deal for me. But before I actually started, I did, of course, like classes and things like that, right? And I think especially if you're someone who's just starting out, it can really be a really, really good push. If you're in the right environment, I feel that also plays a huge role, right? But when we talk about community and fitness, it doesn't always need to be classes and stuff, right? It can be just this like shared passion of wanting to improve yourself and your well-being, your body, mentally, physically, all of these things, even though you're still on your own journey, right? So both can exist together. And for me, I think I want to start with this big topic, which can be really good with communication, is everyone's lack of motivation, right? So being surrounded, like your environment is everything, not just in fitness, but with everything in life.
Yeah.
So especially on days where you don't feel like it, and we all have them, even Pat and I, we sometimes feel like, can't be bothered. Guess what? We still get our asses up and go. So having days off where you're not feeling good or motivation is lacking or any of that, when your energy is loud, maybe self-doubt cripples it, whatever, right? Having people around you who are supportive and especially who are on the same or similar journey as you is so big, because then you can lift each other up, right? You can give yourself each other like a pat on the back. You can, I don't know, do whatever you need to do to get your energy and motivation up. And even if it's not up because you're there with each other and for each other, it's so much easier to just stay on the sofa. Because we also have this like drive, which is like really weird in humans. It's like we're much more likely to do something for someone else than for ourselves. So you're much less likely, that's not correct grammar, but you all know what I mean. If you have someone else who you need to show up for, right, then yourself, unfortunately, of course you should always do it for yourself, but just really having someone there who, and same with accountability, and we're coming to these points. But yes, motivation is, I think, the biggest thing to just get you up.
Yeah. And I think a very important thing to emphasize here is that we're not necessarily talking about a community in person, because as Julia said, we're both we both like training alone. Like I prefer having my process, having my time, and having my focus on my training, right? But I do have a huge online community that I can tap into. So myself, I actually started my fitness journey via joining an app. Like I downloaded a fitness app and it had a huge community on Instagram, right? And we were tagging each other, showing that, oh, we did the same workout this week through the app, right? And this is how I built a huge fitness community on my Instagram. So if you go there, you will see that. And that's how I started fitness, because we were doing the same workouts, even if we were in like the complete opposite side of the world, you know, like someone from Australia and me from Europe. And we were like bonding over having done the same glutes workout and how we fucking hate Bulgarian split squats, you know? And that was huge. That's how I got started in fitness. And even since then, right? Like this is why coaching, for example, is a huge thing. Like if you have a coach that you have to be accountable to. So the accountability part of having someone else, whether that's a workout buddy, your best friend, or maybe you have a pact with your mom that you promise her, like, oh, I'm gonna like work out 3 times a week, and then you text her every time that you finish a workout, right? And this is why a coach is so, powerful as well. Because, for example, when my clients do a workout, I get a notification on my phone, and I see like, yeah, like Steph has finished a workout, Alexa has finished a workout, or completed a workout, and yeah, that's an extra accountability. So having a community, whether that's random people on the internet who are having the same goal, or in person, maybe you have an in-person trainer, or you're going to Zumba classes, and every Wednesday evening you meet. And if you're not there, they will ask you like, how come you didn't come last week? It's a huge thing to pull you in and to keep you consistent. So yeah, that's on the accountability part, but it doesn't have to be in person necessarily.
It doesn't. And like for my clients as well, right? Because like all of them are online. So I also get notifications, but I also, it's one-on-one coaching that I do, but we also have a team support group, right? Where we just hype each other up, and I post like daily kind of fires, motivations, and then people are just like sharing, like, oh my God, I just did this, and like amazing, or I didn't feel like it, I did anyway. And it's just like a nice feeling again, knowing that you do it for yourself, but not by yourself, and also having a community. You're not the only one going through stuff. And I feel like this is so important, because so often we feel like, oh my God, I'm the only one dealing with whatever it is you're dealing with. You're not. I promise you that. Whatever problem you think you have, a million other people have the same thing.
It's just so hard to see, because nowadays if you go on Instagram, all you see is that I did my workout. Oh, look at my booty. I just like turn around and this looks like that. But that person also struggles with the same issues. They also hate the same fucking exercises. They cannot get up from the sofa. They would much rather be with their boyfriend in the evening rather than training, right? But they don't show that. So if you actually can find people who you can be honest and transparent with and be like, look, I'm really struggling with this, and you can text me, if you're feeling like that, and I will give you a pep talk. That's It's fucking invaluable. It's insane. It's mind blowing. And it's the same in fitness. It's the same in business. Julia and I do this on a weekly and daily basis. Sometimes we just like text each other like, oh my God, I'm like not feeling it today, or just like, fuck, this was so good. So it's super powerful.
Yes, it is. And again, it's like just being surrounded by good people, right? There's this phrase, right? You're the majority of the 5 people you spend your time with, right? It's so true. It is so true, because even even let's imagine all the people, your closest people, are all negative. They're all broke. they all don't brush their hair in the morning. Guess what person you're much more likely to be? Someone who don't really brush their hair in the morning and who's lazy and who's only always whining and complaining about like the smallest thing.
Mm.
It's just really, really true. It sounds so silly, but it really is. Like your environment is the most important thing for you to kind of almost make or break it in life. And fitness and health is part of it, right? So if you're having an unsupportive partner, by the way, make sure that you sort that out, but also make sure that you find someone else somewhere else, a community, one friend, your mother, your whoever it is, who is supporting you with in a non-judgmental way, in a compassionate way, and someone you know you can be honest with, who you can like message. Like we can, I know I can message Pat any time of the day and be like, oh my god, I feel like shit, I don't want to, and I know she's gonna give me some tough love. So make sure you have that person, and if not, please find that at least one person, if not two or three. But yes, it can literally make or break anything. And it's also another point I think, which where it's so important is like sharing some knowledge with each other, right? Pat and I are both coaches. We've been on this journey for a while, even with our like own fitness and like struggles and up and down. But there's nothing nicer for me to also see my clients in our little group chat to kind of share their learnings and share their wins and share their takeaways. And it's just really nice. Yes, I am your coach, but it's so nice to just have everyone be like so open and communicative with people and be like, oh my God, I just realized whatever. And then people are like, oh my God, I didn't know that. So this is really my favorite part of my job is when people come together. And yes, we're here to teach you, but also it's so nice that everyone can learn from each other. And like just because we are your coaches doesn't mean we can't learn from you. Sometimes I don't know about you, Pat, but we both do coaching calls, right? So sometimes when I coach my clients, I actually learn from their problems and what they're going through reminds me of something I'm going through. So this is really nice
Yeah.
because we can like share the knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's not only, from a coach to client, as you said, also from client to coach, because it's person to person. And also, Julia and I, we are learning from each other, right? So we are both, we are very, very similar, right, in the ways that we coach. However, I have my strengths, and Julia has hers, right? So, for example, in our in-person retreat in Spain next year, we are splitting what we're going to teach you both, because we're not both like generalists, right? Like we can do everything, but we have our special expertise. So for example, I'm really good with, I have a background in bodybuilding, so obviously I will be more knowledgeable with like all like machines, isolation exercises, hypertrophy training. And I love running, right? I've ran 20 half marathons, so I will also be more knowledgeable in running. However, Julia hates running, like fucking hates it. She like, even if she has to like run after the bus, I know that she's just like, fuck this shit. But she's much better at like free weight movement. So like with the barbell, for example, like she's the squat queen. I am like, I do squats in the Smith machine and in the machine, like squat machines. So I can learn a lot about my squatting technique and improving it by the help of Julia. And I love that. I absolutely love that, to keep being open to learn, and that you can do that through community. And yeah, this is like the always a student mindset. This is where it comes in as your coaches. And obviously, if you're the coachee, if you're, for example, if you attend a retreat next year, we like especially organized it and structured it in a way that we kept it at 12 women only, because and we want to speak with everyone who signs up before they sign up, because we want to make sure that the women that come, they have aligned goals, they want the same thing, they are like-minded, and so that you will click together. So if you come solo or if you come with your friends, like it doesn't matter, because everyone who is there, you will be working on the same goals led by us, and we can share this experience together.
Yes. Which is nice. And this is why like every coach needs a coach, and it's just really important, because if you think you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Let me get that straight. And yes, so this is why like Pat and I are so passionate about this retreat, because it's just, we just all think, I think we crave just more like in-person community, and just get away from the screens, and just be like, have just that very intimate, safe space where we can learn and share and do things together. And then just, there's nothing more powerful than women come together and growing and working on themselves, for themselves, but not by themselves, right? I think this is going to be the motto of the retreat. Yeah, just come together, make new friends, know that you're not the only one struggling with XYZ. You're all on different levels, but you can all learn from each other, and then we fill in the gaps. And this is just so nice, because then you will leave with everything you need, plus a community, to just keep going long term. And this is what we are also like both really missing in the space. It's like you go to these retreats and like whatever workshops, okay, and then that's it. Like there's no like longevity plan. There's no like it's just like, okay, bye, see you later kind of thing, right? Which we don't want that. We want to have you come, we want to like have you feel comfortable, get all the knowledge, and then keep going when you're at home, long after the retreat is over. And we'll still be here. Like, just because the retreat is over doesn't mean we'll disappear, right? We'll still be here. Or the other women you meet, they'll still be there. So this is like so powerful and so important, something that's not there yet. I at least haven't seen it from my research. But this is, one of the most important things, again, because like we said in the beginning, like your environment will make or break it. And you'll only go as far as you can by yourself. But if you want to take it further, you have to do something different, and something that means, joining a community, getting help, like all these kind of things. Like we need to stop thinking, especially as women, we can figure it all out by ourselves. And yes, it's important to do things for yourself, but it's just so much better if you just do it with like-minded women, especially.
I think there is so much pressure on us women to figure it out ourselves, and because in like a professional spaces and everywhere, like men are so like forward, like these like manly energies of like, okay, we need to be strong and do it by ourselves, and I got this on my own. But you don't have to. And especially when it comes to fitness, it's like fitness should be fun, and alone it's not fun. It's not fucking fun. It's isolating, and you lose motivation, and you will not be successful. But together we can make it fun. You don't have to do it alone, and that's what we're going to foster at our retreat next year. And with this, we want to invite you to have a look at all the details, get on a call with us. So we actually have a booking link on our website. Hop on a call with us, get to know us, get to like ask all your questions about the retreat. We would love to speak with you. And of course, sign up to our newsletter, because we're sending out exclusive details about the location, about the workshops, about the programs. So if you're just even like a tiny bit interested in joining us, make sure you sign up for the newsletter, because you will get exclusive details, which are really cool. So see you on there.
Yes, exactly. And of course, like send us a message, book a call with us. Like this is all like non-pressured, right? Like
No.
we want to get to know you, you want to get to know us. It's a commitment, and we want to make sure that this is the right thing for you. So this is why we're offering calls, because we also want to personalize it, right? We want to make this intimate. We're your coaches, but we're not above you. We're like on the same level. And this is like what we want to create. So we are really excited. We can't wait. And yes, I think that's it for today, right? I would love to hear from you guys your experience with communities. What does it mean? Have you joined one? Are you somewhere? Are you just alone? just tell us, what is your experience, good, bad, the ugly, all of it.
Do you have like an Instagram community, fitness community that you're part of, or a local one? Let us know in the comments. And we will see you next week, same time, same day, but a different topic.
Yes, really excited. Until then, everyone.
All right. Bye bye.